We have 30 minutes left in the Carolina Flood Relief Phone Bank. What you need to do to help flood victims tonight, plus the aid available in Horry County right now. And a look at the recovery in the PD area. Then we're at the scene of an armed robbery with a description of the suspects police are looking for right now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is WNBF News at 7.
With the presidential disaster declaration in place for Horry County, people dealing with issues from flooding now have access to federal assistance. The Federal Emergency Management Agency has opened 2 disaster recovery centers in the county. Here are their locations: the North Strand Recreation Center, that's at I-20 Highway 57 South in Little River, and the South Strand Recreation Center, that's at 9650 Scipio Lane in Myrtle Beach. These centers are open from 8 in the morning to 7 in the evening, 7 days a week. When you go, employees will be able to answer your questions, refer you to agencies that may be able to help you, give you disaster-related legal services, and help you with disaster-related unemployment, among other things. Randy Webster is the director of the emergency management here in Horry County. He says there is still a lot of work to be done.
We're anticipating in our planning process to be here through the end of the month and maybe beyond, and that's if we do not get any serious significant rain between now and toward the end of the month. So we'll just continue to monitor the river levels and respond accordingly should we start getting rainfall in the future.
Horry County is still on OPCON 2. That means the Emergency Management Division is on a 24-hour operation. News around the state is starting to get more positive, though, thanks to everything from federal funding to local volunteers. Raycom News Network reporter Will Whitson is in Columbia this evening to break down the latest on the effort to get South Carolina back to normal. Will.
South Carolina.
Thank you, Will. The Florence County Sheriff's Office is using its military surplus gear during this flood crisis. Deputies used the department's large armored transport vehicle, Humvees, and a helicopter to rescue stranded victims. The Sheriff's Office received the helicopter earlier this year and picked up the military vehicles for free through a federal program in 2013. According to the Georgetown County School District, there are several families in great need of clothing, household supplies, financial aid, and even manual labor. If you or a community group is interested in helping out, you can reach out to the district. Happening right now and lasting until 7:30, WNBF News is teaming up with the American Red Cross to lend a helping hand by hosting a phone bank to collect donations for flood victims. To make a donation, you can call 843-848-8000. That number is on your screen right now. The Red Cross says any donation, no matter how big or small, makes a huge difference in helping those devastated by the flooding. The group tells us all of the donations will go towards flood relief in South Carolina. WNBF News anchor Theo Hayes is back there at the phone bank now, where we're going to check in with her shortly.
At 7:05 now on this Wednesday evening.
Thank you, Jamie. A new video tonight from the South Strand as one person was taken to the hospital after the fire. Crews from Murrells Inlet, Garden City, and Horry County all worked to put out this fire on Heritage Drive. Fire officials tell WNBF News the fire was in one unit, but there was a fire and heat damage to 3 other units. We also found out a bystander rescued that victim and pets from the unit. You'll hear more from that hero tonight on WNBF News at 11. Horry County police are looking for 2 people they say invaded a home with shotguns. It happened this morning off of Highway 19 in Conway. Officers say the suspects are still on the run. Connor McHugh spoke to the victims. He's in Conway right now. Connor. After the break, we're checking in on the flood relief phone bank, what you can do before WNBF News at 7 ends to help out your neighbors. Still to come at 7, we know tourism is a big driver in our area's economy, but it's not the only thing that keeps the Grand Strand growing. What economists say is the key to success coming up. The Myrtle Beach Police Department is looking for the man on the left side of your screen right now. Jason Cole is wanted for questioning about a burglary that happened in a home on 48th Avenue North back on September 1st. The victim told police nearly $7,000 worth of stuff was missing. A police report shows the sliding glass door in the back of the house was unlocked, but the victim told police that door hadn't been used for months. Police say it is possible Cole is with his girlfriend Lauren Parker. That's her on the right side of your screen. There is a movement underway to combat drugs, violence, and gang culture through education, starting with elementary students. Tonight at 11, WNBF News reveals what one local community is doing to fight back. Catch this WNBF News investigation tonight after Chicago PD. Just this afternoon, we learned flood damage in Berkeley County's top tourist attraction is estimated between $3 and $10 million. Officials say for now, Cypress Gardens will be closed indefinitely. Harv Jacobs shows us the damage.
We're inside Dean.
The South Carolina State Fair is officially open. The vendors are serving food and the rides are running. As the fair kicks off its 146th year. Gates opened up at noon. Something to keep in mind if you're heading to the fair, though. Over the next week and a half, there is a $5 parking fee this year, so bring some cash. All of the proceeds from the parking fees will be donated to the area flood relief efforts. Children under 5 get in free. That's also the case for active and retired military members and their departments. Just show an ID. And the fair is going to change your plans if you're headed to the South Carolina football game this weekend. What you need to know about parking around the stadium.
News right to your news feed.
If you're headed to the South Carolina football game, the state fair is also in town. The university is anticipating traffic delays around the stadium and fairgrounds, and your best bet is to arrive as early as possible. Gamecock Club reserved parking in state fairgrounds will not be honored for this week's game. The fairgrounds parking lot opens at 9:30 in the morning. It will cost $5 per car, with spots available on the first-come, first-served basis. Right now, the WNBF News Flood Relief Phone Bank is coming to a close, but there is still time for you to donate. If you weren't able to call in, head to WNBFnews.com. At the top of our homepage, there's a banner that reads Carolina Flood Relief. When you click on that, you'll be taken to a page that we have set up through the Red Cross to make it easy for you to get money to the people around our state who need it most. The Red Cross says any donation helps to prepare for food, provide shelter, emotional support, and other assistance in response to the disasters.
And weather-wise, for high temperatures, there's that cool down for the weekend, including the 40s coming up for nighttime lows from Saturday night through Monday night.
Cool, comfortable temperatures.
Yeah, and no rain whatsoever.
Good to hear.
Yep.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a great night. We'll be back here at 11.